In a surprise move Ukraine and its allies think could help change the tide of the war, Washington has quote-unquote secretly shipped long-range missiles to Kiev for the use in its battle to ward off Russian offensive, and they have already been put to use. Ukraine struck a Russian airfield in Crimea that was about 165 kilometers from its front lines. Let's find out more about these secretly shipped long-range missiles that Ukraine is banking on and why Ukraine needs them or wants them. The Army Tactical Missile System, or ATACMS, is a long-range guided surface-to-surface missile system manufactured by Lockheed Martin. It has a maximum range of around 300 kilometers, and this is well beyond the capabilities of conventional artillery weapons. The 13 feet long missile can be fired from the HIMARS or MLRS M270 platforms, two vehicles Ukraine has been using for years now. The missiles, which are also used by the US Marines, come in at least 5 different variants with distinct capabilities: the M39, the M39A1, the M48, the M57 and the M57E1. Some can even deliver hundreds of smaller bomblets like the cluster artillery shells given to Ukraine in 2023, while others are single warheads packing hundreds of pounds of explosive material. Now, the two cluster versions of ATACMS have a maximum range of 300 kilometers and can carry either 300 or 950 bomblets. The 3 single warhead variants have ranges up to 300 kilometers and are all guided with the assistance of GPS. Now, why did Ukraine want these missiles so desperately? Well, for one, ATACMS would allow Ukrainian forces to target all enemy positions in the Russian-occupied territories, including airfields, supply routes, storage sites and facilities in Crimea, which is essential and important to Russia. Now, the other advantage, of course, here that ATACMS would provide, other than its range, the fact that it is ground-launched. Ukraine's other long-range missiles have to be launched from a specially adapted aircraft, of which it has relatively few. So the development comes after the Biden administration debated for months whether to send the 300-kilometer range ATACMS missiles to Ukraine. 165-kilometer mid-range ATACMS were supplied last September over concerns that Ukraine would use them to attack targets deep inside Russia, which would, of course, extract another strong reaction from Russia, as we've already seen in the war so far.